So I'm about to write a Solidity contract. In order to write this contract, I'm going to use an online editor called Remix. And Remix is made specifically for reading and testing Solidity contracts. Now, we can use any other code editor we want, but I like working with Remix for developing in Solidity because it has a lot of built-in tools for both auditing and analyzing your code. And in general, it works nicely. After I have worked with Remix for a little bit, I'm going to eventually write contracts in Atom. And you can access Remix via remix.ethereum.org, and I encourage you to use it. You're going to see some code inside Code Editor. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and head over there now. Here we go. So here's the website here, remix.ethereum.org. And just go here, and you'll see some code already in here. And let me see if I can move this to the side a little bit. So there we go. I think this is good size. All right. And so you see this code inside of here. That's how it'll come. So for right now, I'm going to just go ahead and write my code. I don't want to use any of this code that's inside of here. I'm going to just go ahead and do a Control A. I'm on a Mac, and then hit the delete button and get rid of all that. So I'm going to write out a short contract right now, and in a subsequent video, I will analyze the syntax that I wrote. So I'll do pragma, solidity, and do a little caret symbol. It'll be 0. I believe it's 4.17. I'm going to go with 17. I think right now they're on 19 or 20, but I'll do 17. So I'm using Pragma Solidity version 0.4.17. And next I'm going to define the contract. So then here I'm going to do contract, inbox, and then in here I'm going to do string, public, message, semicolon. Now this defines a new variable called message. And that's going to exist inside my contract. It'll be a type of string, and it's public because it will be accessible to anyone in the world. Next, I'm going to write a couple of different functions that are associated with this contract. And some of these functions are going to be a little bit complex, but I will talk about them in great detail in a subsequent video. So actually, I'm doing this inside of the contract. So do function, inbox, and then this is going to be string, initial message, and that's going to be public. All right, and let's see, unused function parameter, remove or comment the variable, blah, blah, blah. I believe I need a comma here is what's going on. What's it saying now? Identifier not found or not unique, function, initial message. All right, let's just keep going. I think I know why that's happening. So now, if you have ever studied Java at all, some of the syntax is going to look familiar to you, which is good. So let's see, initial message. So in here now, I'm going to do message, initial message. Okay, and now what's it saying? Expecting token, semicolon, got our brace. All right. And then below this one, I'm going to do function, get message, and then I'm going to do public view, public view returns, and then it's going to be string, and then, all right, return string, and then return and message. All right, so what am I getting here? Expected token, got semicolon, let's see. And now this one's saying, is it, perhaps I don't need that in there. That's what it was. I didn't need the comma. All right, so now at this point, you should see a green little box on the right. If you see anything red, you probably have a typo somewhere, as you saw. I had a couple different little typos or syntax errors. That's how I was working to fix those. So I corrected those, and now I got the little green box on the right. And one thing I want to point out, every line that has a variable declaration should have a semicolon. So this one, and this one. Um, those all have semicolons at the end, with the exception of the functions themselves. So this is a contract. And in the next video, I'm going to analyze this contract. I'll see you then.